Hello and welcome to Eating Insight, where we get you a 360-degree view of the big picture in business and economy. I am Sridhar Ramakrishnan, and here's what we have for you on the show today. Move over, Richard Branson. India's ultra-rich have arrived, and how? What are they splurging on and how much? Global brands are making a beeline to India to woo India's rich. So just how are they luring India's rich? And what are the global shopping hotspots for India's uber-rich? Our top story first. Simple living and high thinking is passé. It's the day and age of ultra-luxury. In fact, India's $4.7 billion market is the fastest growing luxury market in the world. All thanks to its growing number of millionaires. So what's on the shopping list of India's super rich? Asha Gopalakrishnan finds out.
The richest home in the world. One of the world's most expensive private jets. Custom-made Hot Wheels. And jewelry that could make your heart skip many beats.
You're looking very nice.
It takes a lot to be rich.
This is how we keep ourselves newer.
And even more to show it off in style.
We are all, as Madonna put it, material girls, and we are living in a material world. Yes, all of us like diamonds and pearls and Hermes bags or your Louis Vuittons or, you know, whatever. Men, the only difference between men and boys is the price of their toys, as I always say. And where we women are concerned, yes, we definitely do like to splurge.
And when it comes to spending money, the sky is the new playground for India's wealthy. And private jets are their new toys. Currently, there are 130 of them in India. Another 157 jets are expected to dot the skies this year. This surge in demand could possibly make India the world's 4th largest country in terms of the number of private jets, up substantially from the current 18th position. The question though is, how do you get the rich to buy private jets, considering that there is a wide variety to choose from? Well, exclusivity is the name of the game, and exclusive features come with a hefty price tag. For instance, North American manufacturer Gulfstream is offering its fastest, longest range and largest purpose-built private craft, the G650, for a whopping 298 crore rupees. Apart from being the ultimate status symbol in India, a private jet has many purposes.
Basically, a business jet is a time machine. To individuals who are creating companies and building relationships around the world, a business jet is very important in leveraging their time. You know, certainly their time is very valuable, and it allows them to make the most use of their time to not only help their business but also to enhance their balance of their life.
There's a big, let's say, spectrum of different needs and different profiles. You may have big corporations that need more flexibility to move their executives, including the chairmen and CEOs, around not only Asia, within Asia, Asia, Europe, US. So this is one kind of market. There is also a good opportunity for smaller operators, professional operators, to provide a differentiated service, especially in countries where, like India, where you need connectivity between major cities, and only relying on the airlines probably is not going to be the most effective way.
And if you think that the sky is the limit, look below. The rich in India have also taken a fancy to sailing in deep waters. Enter super luxury yachts. This year, India's Richie Rich bought yachts worth 900 crore rupees. Not a big amount, but it's a nascent industry because Indians are slowly taking the plunge. That's perhaps why the likes of Italian yacht maker Ferretti are now offering a variety of products in India. Typically, a yacht costs between 20 crore rupees and 100 crore rupees.
The higher you go, the people would want to customize because their needs are different. So it's going to be customized to a greater extent the more and more bigger and bigger boats that you go about.
Certainly in 2004, 2005, this boating industry took off. A lot of people started buying yachts and it grew phenomenally. I mean, I would say, you know, something like 300-400% growth every year it was there.
And what never seems to run out of steam are Hot Wheels like this one. that almost everyone would want to get their hands on. And when it comes to luxury, there's no beating the Germans. Ultra-luxury car maker Bugatti has just launched the world's fastest and most expensive supercar, Veyron 16.4 Grand Sport. Veyron takes just 2.5 seconds to go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour. And the price matches the speed. It costs about 16 crore rupees and Bugatti claims that it's already received 4 inquiries from India. So what's so special about this car?
Super sport, normally everybody is thinking the car is very hard to drive. But with the Bugatti, or it's a Veyron Grand Sport, it's a very easy car to drive. Even with 1,001 horsepower, very easy to drive.
And if you're behind wheels like this one, you could well end up feeling like James Bond. This year, 10,000 luxury vehicles have been sold in India and Mercedes is the market leader. It's already clocked sales of over 4,000 cars, of which 266 belong to the super luxury category.
If you look at only Mercedes, it's growing more than 80%. So primarily I see a lot of boom in the luxury car market, which is growing roughly doubly the speed of the normal automobile market.
At the beginning of the year, we estimated the segment to be around 10 to 11,000 cars. When we finish the year, we will see that sales have in total in the segment gone to nearly 14,500, 15,000 cars.
The Indian consumer has also changed in many other ways. She's now wearing exclusive jewelry, designer apparel and accessories, and using expensive international personal care products. And she raises a toast to the finest wines in the world.
The predominant product lines are still in the cosmetic and fragrance area, along with spirits and luxury goods being broadly defined. Those 3 categories, luxury goods, cosmetics, fragrances, and spirits, are the largest selling segments of the duty-free industry. And I think one of the changes you've seen is the expansion in luxury good products. You see more and more people shifting to buying these higher priced goods. Again, it goes back to having more discretionary spending.
The luxury product segment has grown 22% between 2007 and 2009. No prizes for guessing that the leader in this segment is a woman's best friend and comes with a sparkling price tag. According to CII and A.T. Kearney, this year luxury jewelry worth $730 million was purchased by Indians. It's a market that's growing at 25%, and foreign brands like Cartier, Chopard, Tiffany and Swarovski are doing all they can to claim a big share.
This year, Swarovski actually launched a range of limited edition crystal Myra piece, which are statement pieces modeled on 3 animals. We start at about 4 lakhs, and the largest piece, which is a Chinese dragon, retailed at rupees 9 lakhs per piece. And this was 300 pieces limited globally, so we've already sold out that product.
The luxury watch market in India too is seeing that kind of a response. At last count, luxury watches worth $54 million were sold this year. But there's more on the anvil because the most expensive timepiece in India, worth 2.1 crore rupees from Audemars Piguet, has just opened bookings. So far, the most popular brands have been Rolex, Omega, Rado, Cartier and Tag Heuer.
We have really high-end watches like Grand Carrera or Monaco V4, which take the collection right up to about a 50 lakhs price point.
Indians are also dressing to kill, or shall we say, thrill. That's why the apparel and accessories segment has grown at a compounded annual growth rate of 19% between 2007 and 2009. So what you have is the likes of Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Diesel, Versace, Armani and Jimmy Choo making a beeline for India via tie-ups with Indian groups like Nurjani, Raymond's, Genesis Colors and Blues Clothing Company.
Some of our brands have come together and created a product which is specially available only for the Indian market. Now that may be a very niche product and a very small percentage of sales, but it enhances the brand appeal to the consumer.
We have been growing at the rate of 40 to 50% per year for the past several years. So we have maintained that growth pattern last year as well.
An upcoming segment where the super rich are splashing their money is luxury electronics, which is currently a $160 million market. Take for instance this mobile phone by Vertu, which costs 1 crore rupees. So what's so special about this phone?
So it's pioneering materials, it's luxury, durable materials combined with content and services. But it starts with the first touch and feel of a product will be about the materials. And then to manufacture by hand is giving that additional touch and feel, which we believe is our interpretation of luxury.
Last but not the least is luxury services including hotels, fine dining, travel and spas. An average HNI takes at least 2 holidays per year, one short and one long. During these holidays, he spends money on business or first-class air travel and best-in-class luxury hotels. The total revenue from this segment is expected to be $1.7 billion this year. According to World Wealth Report, India's population of high net worth individuals grew 50.9% in 2009 over last year. But luxury consumption has not risen commensurately. In fact, it's growing at just about 25%, which means that the latent demand is massive. A recent study on luxury in India says that India's latent demand is 1.5 times its current consumption. That makes it the fastest growing luxury market in the world. It's not a patch on China yet, but it could well be there sooner than expected.
So what are luxury marketers doing differently to tap this huge potential? Well, that story is coming up after this short break. Don't go away.
This show brought to you by Welliget.